Hey guys, Joe Meisen with Hawkins Sales coming to you again here at Mars Electric during the COVID pandemic. As we've noted in some of the other segments, we're just trying to provide a service here to keep everyone informed during these difficult times. So, as we've said in all the other segments, we do also want to provide some sample product for anything new that you've seen. So for today specifically, we're going to be talking about Caddy and Leviton. We'll be providing free product by way of the all-in-one boxes, and then in Leviton we can offer some free product in the LevLock. So keep that in mind as you go through the segment. Anything you might want to test out, you can email Mars directly at the link we'll provide, and they'll be able to talk you through that. So like I mentioned, today we're going to be going through some product to keep everyone informed while we're doing the shelter at home. Also, we're going to be giving some bonus to anyone that can come up with good ideas on how to keep their kids occupied during this. I've got 2 kids of my own at home, and I can tell you from my own experience coming into Mars and braving it here in virus territory is far better than staying at home and being with the wife and kids, because it is rough. Anyway, so today what we're talking about is Caddy all-in-one boxes and Leviton LevLock, and how those together can provide a nice prefab assembly, both in a prefab environment, if you have your own prefab shop, or on the job site, prefab out of the box. To get started, we're going to talk about Caddy all-in-one. So the Caddy all-in-one box is made right here in Solon, Ohio. This is not a sourced box. This is pressed metal done at Caddy. This is the most rigid box assembly on the market. We can offer it in removable muddering, like I'm holding here. No muddering. We actually also have adjustable muddering. And as I'll get to in a moment, we do have between stud bracket in single and 2 gang, single and 2 box, and then we also have with a toe kick if you have to have a specific designated height coming off of the floor. So for this box, one important feature, removable back. That means you can have this received at your job site or prefab shop with the muddering already intact, and you've got a lot of space to work with by just loosening these 2 screws, and you can have the back kick out and swing. Gives you a lot of working space when you're trying to wire up. Now also with this, you can see incorporated are your stud side supports and your far side support. Now this is, I'm going to have you get a close-up here, but you can see this is incorporated right into the box. So as much as I love selling Caddy supports, Caddy brackets, this is the most rigid option that I offer. Having this onto your stud, guys on a job site wearing their Carhartts, every space between studs becomes a pathway, right? You catch it on your Carhartt and you're going to bend that box back, you're trying to bend it into place, drywallers come. The only way you're bending this box is if you're taking the stud with it. Now, also mention, we do have your ground tail already incorporated, and like I said, your far side. Now we do offer these in multiple depths as well. So, getting to the between stud, now this does expand 16 out to 24 inch, and we can do it single box, 2 box, or in this configuration we have standard and the oversized 5-inch data box with data cord management incorporated. This is very popular right out of the box. So again, this assembly coming right out of the box, ready for immediate install. Now with that, we also offer Leviton LevLock. Now hopefully at this point, most of you that are watching the video are pretty familiar with this, but those that aren't, we're always running that special of first time you try it, the tail is free. So if you want to give me an order for 1,000, I'm going to give you 1,000 tails for free, especially if it's 1,000. With that, we offer these in everything that you can imagine. So we've got them in standard duplex, we've got them in Decora, like I'm holding here, hospital grade. We even have them in antimicrobial. We have them in switches, both Decora and toggle. We have them in commercial grade, and we also have them in aux sensors. So the way that LevLock works, this is a modular assembly where you would wire the tail up first, this tail wired into the box maybe before you're setting it out, or wired up on the job site. In either case, you're not having to scotch lock the open ends. So from a safety standpoint, working with other trades that want you to power up one area for receptacle use, really convenient. You're not scotch locking. Now by code, I can't tell you to have these open, but when we send them out, we do have a protective tape over. You're not going to be able to come in contact unless you, wrap paper clips around your fingers and go Edward Scissorhands and try to reach in there. But this is going to be extremely safe, no contact. You go in at an angle, and you're installed. This is the only modular device on the market that has positive lock engagement. So what do I mean by positive lock? Positive lock is threefold. You can see it, you can hear it, and you can feel it. So what I mean is, right now, going in at your copper contacts, I'm not engaged. I do not have power. You heard it, you can see it, and you can actually feel it click, and now it's locked in. I can't pull it back. That's when you first have power. So you don't have to worry about only partially engaging that modular tail to the device and running the risk of arc faulting later. Now to get this back out, simply pull the tab and twist. That's how easy it is. Now that's really important when it comes to healthcare, especially in times like now. Great potential source for hospital grade receptacles is to look at LevLock. And the reason I say that this is such an advantage for healthcare is, a lot of healthcare facilities require for ongoing maintenance a change out of their receptacles. Now some do this with a tension test where they're testing the tension on those receptacles, because as you can imagine, plugs are going in and out all the time, and they have to have a minimum tension to make sure that you don't have, especially with grounded plugs, you don't have any lag or sag that could potentially cause arcing or fallout, loss of power. Now, they may do it with a tension test. Others will just say as ongoing maintenance, especially in areas of life safety, life care, that they will have you switch it out every 3 years. So you can imagine when these are being switched out, as much as I'd love to believe that healthcare facility workers are throwing the power, a lot of them maybe don't have that option, keeping the power engaged. So imagine removing the wall plate, pull your receptacle out, and how easy, and most importantly, how safe it will be to be able to just disengage, take your new replacement receptacle, replace, and put your wall plate back on. Now additionally, we also include, we'll get a close-up of this, circuit indicator. That circuit indicator is really nice, again, for healthcare or for any facility for that matter, so you know exactly what you're dealing with at the time. We offer these in a multitude of different tail styles, so you can see I've got call them Wago, but the push-in connector style here. We also have open-ended leads that are offered in stranded and solid. Now, this style tail will work with all receptacles. It doesn't matter if it's GFI LevLock, healthcare, isolated ground, Decora, USB hospital grade. Works with all of them interchangeably. The difference is we have different style colors, so we can do red tails dedicated for emergency circuit or orange tails for isolated ground designation. And then we also have different style tails if you're doing single pole switch or three-way switches, because obviously we don't want to have those interchanged, so we do have that as a safety measure. Now again, using these for a prefab assembly, I can think of no better way to get you started in that world of prefab than combining the Caddy AllInOne box with Leviton LevLock, assembling these in your own prefab environment or on the job site. We're going to show you a short video. For any questions, remember, please contact Mars Electric or Hawkins Sales. Plenty of inventory ready to service your needs, especially in these unprecedented times of uncertainty. Thanks very much, guys, again for watching, and hope to see you soon.
Introducing the LevLock modular wiring device system from the leading electrical wiring device manufacturer, Leviton. LevLock is the time-saving solution you've been looking for. With power disconnected, simply connect the LevLock wiring module to the building wiring in the box. No need to make pigtails. Snap in a patented LevLock device, which comes in all the common configurations, and you're done. LevLock installs 3 times faster than conventional wiring. A device needs upgrading, needs a swap out? No longer do you have to shut off the circuit or rewire the device. LevLock off, LevLock on. Learn more at leviton.com/LevLock.
Thanks again, guys, for watching. Stay safe out there, and as I mentioned, follow the email listed below to be able to get free product and samples, as noted earlier in our webinar series here. Love to get some feedback on what you liked, what you didn't like. Save the stuff you didn't like from ours. Tell me all the stuff you liked. Thanks again, guys. Stay safe. Hope to see you all soon.